All right. Well, let's go ahead and go on to our video watching segment because it is time to talk about Shaladdin, or the Pinkie Tales
Uh-oh.
version of Aladdin.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, this actually came out a couple of years ago, I think so, yeah, from Magpie Pony, and is a retelling of Aladdin, and somehow we missed it entirely. In all the shenanigans going on, we completely missed it. So,
All right, how much are they going to pull from Disney and how much from the actual tale?
that's the question, and hopefully none from Disney, because their lawyers are relentless and evil.
They gotta have a genie, aren't they?
No, they don't have a genie. Even a genie wouldn't be that good. But yes, everybody in our Discord is more than welcome to join us for a reaction to this. But let's go ahead and get started here. Also, we do have the chat rooms up, so you guys can react in chat if you want to react to the scenes. But without further ado, because we don't have the time for this.
Yeah, especially with something that's almost an hour long.
I know.
Arabian Nights Shaladdin.
I'm hoping that they have just like a 10-minute credit sequence.
This time for Really Reels, we're going to read a story about a faraway land with lots and lots
Oh,
of
wait a minute.
sand.
Connecticut. We're reading about a faraway land, Connecticut.
Yep.
A long time
Oh,
ago,
Wyoming.
in the hot desert sands
Hey,
of
Wyoming is
Africa,
just 16
there was
hours
a
away from me. It's not that
kingdom
far.
called Saddle Arabia.
Wyoming
Home
doesn't
to
exist.
adventure, exotic treasure, and family fun.
On top of the palace was a sniper ready to take out Disney's lawyers because this was around before they were.
Our story
No, that's
begins
Discord.
from dark and where a mysterious and magical cave in the shape of a giant pony head arose from a great sand dune to greet the pony who desired access to its treasure troves.
So many.
Somehow this is
Who
fitting.
in their right mind would wake me at this hour of the night?
And I'm covered in
Giant
sand.
head said, blinking
It gets
a few times
everywhere.
Before focusing her sights on the pony standing in
That's what
front
she
of her. He was a large muscled Pegasus with abnormally small wings and a vacant look in his eyes.
Oh, this is promising. What is it you want?
Hey, we were just talking
The
about it.
Pegasus's hooves shook in fright as he glanced over his shoulder to the mysterious stallion.
Protein powder!
The stallion narrowed his eyes
Yeah.
and pointed his hoof expectantly in the direction of the giant pony head.
Protein.
Let me guess, darling. You want access to my treasures and valuables? I have the cave of rarity after all.
Oh! Ow!
It should be a wonder.
It hurts. The pun hurts.
I'm right here, darling. Don't be shocked.
The Pegasus glanced over his shoulder one more time before timidly approaching the mouth of the cave.
Dolly has a visible cover.
He took a wary step closer, and then another.
So he's screaming at the top of his lung and very shakily entering the
Once
cave.
he was inside,
Sure.
however, the cave of Rarity's
didn't pay him
mouth
enough for
snapped
that.
shut. She puffed out her sandy cheeks and spat the stallion back into the air. He soared miles overhead, screaming as he did so, while the cave...
Not what I
spun in
expected, but I'm
disgust.
glad this didn't go into fetish territory.
Oh, my!
Actually, it did for a few
That
seconds.
was
Yeah.
That was vile! Absolutely disgusting! It tasted like mussels and sweat! No pony had better bother me again until a proper
That
gentleman
head
with
is
the
not
heart of
used.
gold dares enter my treasure trove. And handsome.
So what kind of shipping is going to happen in this
Be
one?
handsome.
I don't know, but
That's the question.
I don't know, but why do I have a horrible feeling that some people were some enthusiasts were calling their gullet the treasure trove.
Have much rain here
I'm
in the desert.
going
The
to
cave
posit
continued
this is
talking
going
to
to be a
herself
rainbow
as she
shot.
slowly descended out of sight, leaving nothing but a
I
giant
wouldn't
sand
say
dune
that.
and the mysterious...
You know what? I would say it would be Twice Shy. Twice Shy would be funny.
That's something you don't see.
I don't
Oh
know
my
what to
God.
say. Shut your other Kate.
Darn near impossible
If
state.
AJ is the one.
Oh no, that's Brayburn.
Oh, I do remember this. Oh God.
It's Brayburn, not I thought that was Applejack.
Stallions like that
Nope.
every day.
Yeah, this is a
You can't
while
tell by
ago.
the vest.
All them muscles help
I for a second I looked at the hat. I looked at the hat.
The size of their wings.
It took a second.
Everyone looks at the hat.
Briago.
They didn't know. They didn't care who it was until I put on the hats.
I still think that Spike being voiced by Gilbert Gottfried is the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
Yes, it was great.
In all honesty, let's just be real. Gilbert Gottfried is the best.
No, Gilbert Gottfried isn't the best at everything. Could you imagine?
Voice the parrot, but Gilbert Godfrey.
Well, he could. Yeah, he could do the voice of the parrot perfectly. But I wouldn't want him. I wouldn't.
Shining armor.
This accounted for the royal guard presence, as it was not uncommon
Magpie
for
in
thieves
the
to covet
back.
the
Oh, Magpie is self-inserting.
and oddities. One
Well,
such
you know, when you're
She's
bored.
not important to the story.
having
She's
been
just
brought up
text
on the streets
demonstration.
known his agility and street smart.
Yeah, you called it vaguely. You called
Do you
it.
need a hand in the bottle? There's a hand in the bottle.
Stealing the meals he needed to survive.
Wait, you mean
Laura
there
knows
are
what
wolves
Lyra
in
likes.
Central Arabia who have to steal
Got it all
to
figured
live?
out.
What kind of crazy backwards place is this? Why can't they just eat the grass?
There is no grass, Pinkie.
Actually,
It's a desert.
you know what? I gotta give him credit. That makes perfect sense.
I could live off of cupcakes and pies, but
Desert.
It's not
Pinkie,
easy
not
living on the streets.
dessert.
yeah, I heard you. A dessert. That's a really cute accent, you know.
I'm referring to a large, dry, barren region,
Rough,
usually
coarse,
having
and hardly
sandy or
anyone
rocky
likes it when
soil
they live in
and
a hot
little or
place.
no vegetation.
I don't know what desserts taste like where you come from, but that doesn't sound appetizing at all.
God, this
You
explanation.
haven't lived until you've tried the cake's award-winning marzipan mascarpone meringue madness. Oh, wait here. I'll get you some right now.
No, Pinkie, I don't need. Shaladdin wouldn't have escaped pursuit all these years.
Oh no, it's a copyright monkey.
His very best friend.
Not the
Ethel, the monkey. Of the
Copyright
pair
monkey,
of them,
Jay.
Shaladdin had
I
great
knew it. I
strength,
remembered
but it was
this.
a fool who was
Okay,
weak
please.
in brains.
Okay, please tell me that Twilight isn't the princess. We don't need another fetish being brought in
No,
here.
it's
Scanning the
probably
marketplace
It's not-
for something delicious to
I know it's
steal.
not. It's probably.
So,
It's probably
well,
Katie.
Actual shipping,
hopefully you'll try not to
I know,
lose
I
your
know.
mind.
I get it. I'm making the joke now because I figured it wouldn't be.
Any money at all.
It's just an
good on you.
expression.
Use a
Lighten
cookie.
up, will ya? I'm starving. And I've got my eye on that stall of food over there. Just look at all those choices of food. Oranges, mangoes,
A pool?
watermelons, cherries, grapes, pineapples.
Wait, can our climate really grow all that? We're in a desert, not on a tropical island.
Oh, look, they have your favorite.
Don't say it.
Bananas.
Oh, bananas. Right. There's a monkey. Sorry, I thought you were gonna say something else.
Oh, wait, never mind. Looks like they're fresh out of bananas. Maybe we could get you a nice, shiny red apple instead.
And there it is. I can't ever escape apples, can I? A pool carefully made her way
LOL.
towards their soon-to-be
My
breakfast.
brain hurts. Is the entire Apple family just a bunch of animals in this?
That can't possibly go wrong.
maybe.
She was moments away.
You know,
from
I'm gonna be
reaching a
quiet now.
softly
Wait,
delicious
see,
If I
red
remember
orange,
this
which
correctly,
quickly
I
ducked
think
under the stool
Spike might be
instead.
the tiger.
A
I'm
strange
just
hooded
throwing it
man
out there
had
'cause I
approached
haven't
the
seen his
assorted
pages.
fruits, forcing a pool to remain out of sight.
Would the pretty mare like a nice,
Oh, it is
juicy
Katie's.
apple to start the day? Oh, sure. I would love one.
The mare said, levitating the apple from the fruit merchant and taking a bite.
Nice juicy apple.
That'll be 2 bits.
Oh, so we're back to bits now? Apple asked, still concealed from view. Shaladdin was not too far away, watching the exchange curiously. He seemed rather fixated on the mysterious shopper who might have cost him his breakfast.
Bits? Right. I have money. If you would just let me go back to the palace, I can... You can't pay, you say? So you're a thief then? Do you know what happens to thieves like you? No, I can pay. I just don't have anything on me right now. Guards! Thief!
The mare's eyes darted around the marketplace in fear. Thinking fast, Apul climbed up the fruit stand and jumped onto the merchant's head, pulling her oversized turban over her eyes before reclaiming her spot
As
on
she did when
Shaladdin's
I
back.
dined in Daphne.
Shaladdin quickly knocked over a basket of mangoes, causing the fruit to scatter between the merchant and the mare. When the merchant attempted to pursue her, she tripped over her own produce instead.
Quick, this way!
Shaladdin said, leading the mare away from the ruckus.
You didn't have to do that.
The mare said, out of breath as she tried to keep up.
Don't worry about it. It's about time I got myself into trouble today anyway. I'm Shaladdin. This little buddy of mine here is a pool.
The mare started, but was cut off when the crowds parted and a line of palace guards were waiting for them. The guard in charge stepped forward with a smug grin on her face.
What the-
Her rainbow mane was only just visible under the helmet she wore.
Wait, what? But I thought Rainbow was the merchant back there.
Halt! You finally done it this time, Shree Rat. You're not getting away so easy.
The guard fanned out her wings and readied herself to take off in pursuit.
Who said this was easy?
Shaladdin asked, turning his attention to a large cart of barrels nearby. He bounded to the side, kicked off the
It
wall
takes 5 hours to
and
line up the barrels like
to the
this.
side of the cart, sending the barrels toppling
Especially when
over
they
the
have no
unsuspecting
hands.
guards. Not wasting any time, Shaladdin motioned for the mare to follow him down an alleyway.
See that old abandoned building? Wait there till I've given these guys the slip.
What about you?
This isn't the worst challenge I've faced.
Shaladdin said with a grin, igniting his magic and teleporting the mare across the street and out of harm's way.
So
You still have
he
magic?
says hi.
Why in the hell are we putting ourselves in danger every day just for a darn piece of fruit when you can make one appear?
Aw, but where's the fun in that? There he is!
One of the guards called out.
Well, I guess it's not all the apples are animals then.
And turned to see a familiar deep crimson coat and light orange mane.
Ain't scared to move on. This one's not gonna be easy to outmuscle.
The pair of friends didn't hesitate. They ran along the alleyway which led back into the heart of the marketplace.
Oh, and Daring Do's in the background
There
there.
were too many ponies around to make
I think
get
Vinyl
away.
and Octavia is
Rather
on
than
their own
stick to the
set.
streets, Shaladdin decided to take to the roof.
Actually, I'm more curious about the changeling also in the background there.
Yes, I mean that changeling too. Like,
They're all
Onto the
fine.
roof.
Things
Y'all on
happen.
the roof. Rainbow will spot you in a
Halt!
Yep. Saw that coming.
Shaladdin only had moments to react before he was sure to be caught. Taking a sharp turn, he jumped back down between a pair of buildings, narrowly missing the clothing line between them as he fell. The
Shit!
guard, however, was not as fortunate. She flew straight into a rug, and before she could get herself free, the clothing line snapped her backwards into the sky again. Shaladdin laughed, and moments before touching the ground, he ignited his horn and teleported himself away. Moments later, he reappeared back inside the abandoned building he had mentioned, panting and smiling.
See? Piece of cake.
A pool jumped down from his shoulder and looked around curiously.
Where's the mayor?
Shaladdin looked around nervously for her.
Oh shit, I think I
before
teleported her
stepping
underground.
and back out
Oh,
into the
damn.
hall. Unfortunately, waiting at the bottom were the palace guards, who quickly seized him while he was distracted. The mayor in question was struggling a few feet away. Shaladdin growled and attempted to use his magic, but the strange device they'd locked on his horn prevented it.
By order of the Sultan, you are under arrest.
Let him go.
And why would I do a foolish thing like that?
Because I ordered you to.
The mayor said, pulling away her disguise. The guards around her gasped and immediately fell to the dirt road in a bound. Shaladdin quickly came to the realization she was none other than the princess of Saddle Arabia. He'd never seen Princess Jadis before, but the moment he did, something in his heart skipped a beat. She was beautiful, and he couldn't look away from her kind lavender eyes.
Unfortunately, he didn't play the leagues. He was obviously a 5 and she was a 10.
Follows the law, and with all due respect, we are to follow it.
Yeah, I was the second favorite since 11.
For some time now.
He was in the minors and she was a national leaguer.
You will have to
No, she was an all-star. He was
punishment.
at the very least high minor league.
I learned that you mistreated him. I will report you to the Sultan myself.
The princess declared. She gave
She's an all-star. She got her game on. She went to play.
Oh, why is this video? Also, he was a boy, she was a girl. Can I make it any more obvious?
What?
You can reference better. You can reference better songs.
Yeah, we can.
Better luck with his own score.
We can. Hello, welcome back, Suki.
No, stay back. You've done enough.
But I just want to help. Go to the bad Pinkie corner now and take the rest of this cake with you.
I'm being punished with dessert? I'm often okay with this.
want to go to the bad Pinkie corner with cake.
And Kira was hoping the entire rest of the thing would have this yellow tinge on it.
Pushing open the throne.
That'd have been pretty
There's our
funny for a
Twilight.
while.
Pacing in
Looks like
front
a
of his
different kind of
throne.
steak.
Daughter, where have you
I'm
been?
so glad it's
Wait,
Twilight.
Sultan
Sultan
Okay,
dead.
Twilight's the Sultan?
Yep.
Father.
You know what? I'm not going to get into that family tree. You and my daughter, who is obviously 15 years older than me.
I am an adult, but I'm probably a teenager.
Well, I mean, okay. Here's the other thing, though. I mean, back when Cadence was basically the babysitter, would Twilight have been the more mature one?
He was the Sultan's most trusted
Maybe?
advisor. Although he smiled,
I honestly don't know.
An unnerving smile, which matched the off-putting tone of his voice.
I didn't abandon any pony. I merely wished to experience something outside of the Stonewall prison.
But you could have been hurt.
I was getting along fine on my own.
That is not what I heard, Your Majesty. My sources have told me that the princess ran into some trouble during her little act of rebellion. She was found with a dangerous criminal in the marketplace before his capture.
He wasn't dangerous.
She also ate an apple and didn't pay for it. Those 2 bits came out of my paycheck.
I'm here, Father, to plead on his behalf. Oh, he might
There's
be
already
a
3 newspapers reporting it.
criminal. Even I can tell he has a heart of gold.
Sombra's eyes widened at the mention of a heart of gold. He looked away from the Sultan to the door leading to the dungeon.
I don't want any harm.
If you excuse me, I have to go. I need
Please,
uh,
for his
gold
acts of bravery, can you know
hearted
about his crimes?
breakfast.
That
Yes.
would be quite impossible, Your Highness. No thief can be redeemed by one mere act of kindness. The Sultan would be wise to keep the youth in the dungeon where he can do no more harm.
I'm afraid he's right, my dear. My hooves are tied on
Why
this
turn it
line.
up a bit?
The law states that a pony must pay for his crimes, no matter.
I was gonna
his
say
intention.
it's actually kind of
The
soft on
prisoner will
for
remain
my
in the
on my
dungeon.
side, and
Parts I can't hear.
actually if we decide to, you can control that yourself.
Sultan Sparkle
Yeah.
heaved a heavy
Yeah.
sigh before following after her.
Basically,
Worry
crouches
not,
as
my
you take
liege. You
the
made
Yep.
the correct
Yeah, if you can't hear it on the side,
Sombra
just turn it up a
before
bit.
her.
If you can't hear it on the stream, do let me know, though, and I'll see what I can do.
Erasing a phony smile from his
But it
face.
should be audible on stream.
Wake up at
But,
once.
Sombra snapped, turning his attention to the
Why?
parrot still asleep on the perch beside the throne.
Yeah, we don't know either.
Here's why not.
I think we have a little business to
What did the
conduct
bird
in
say?
the dungeon.
Something about Bloomberg.
Deep in the
I never
confines
liked
of the
Bloomberg.
dungeon, Shaladdin found himself chained his only means of light.
Oh.
A small window above his head.
Oh.
Luckily for him, a
Oh.
pool was just the right size to squeeze through the
I
window's
would see the
bars
pepper
and
oil,
get
but
to
I'm
the
not
edge.
that deep.
How's it coming?
That's
buddy?
one handy apple.
Shaladdin asked, while a pool struggled to
I was
free
gonna say
her friend.
because it was kind of
Or,
soft on my end.
seeing as how
When
I'm a
she
monkey and
when
have
she
no
said my
idea
hooves
how
are
to
tied,
work
I
these,
swear to God I heard boobs.
hand things,
My
Apple
boobs
said,
are tied. What?
fidgeting with a lot
Well,
Maybe I'll
honestly,
try to get you
that
one
God
first.
damn it.
A pool examined
Well,
the strange
in all
device
honesty,
locked on
before
Shaladdin's
there
horn.
was
She
a
reached
bra,
out
they
to
did
touch
wrap
it and was
their
met with a
their
surprising
chest, so
surge of electrical
obviously.
current.
A pool! Are you alright? A pool?
I absolutely refuse to say this next line.
What next line?
Nope, I'm not gonna do it.
Hair raising.
Are you kidding me? We can't advance in the story unless I say it. I'm sorry, Pinkie Pie. This is the most ridiculous. Oh, fine. Well, that was shocking. The lamest joke I ever had to cry.
Perhaps I may be of more assistance to you, my young lad.
I'm an innocent old man and definitely not evil. Just look at my innocent red eyes that are gleaming with evil
Navigating the
magic.
strange-looking key to the
Hey, look at
device
my
around
beard.
Shaladdin's horn,
Totally not evil.
freeing it instantly. Shaladdin then
What, you got-
used his
what, you got a
own
problem with
magic
beards?
to pry open the
Fuck
chain
you.
around his neck.
Thanks. You know, you were quite spry for a young stallion.
It is kind of interesting that, my beard is definitely its longest that it's ever been now.
Yeah, well, it only takes one mistake to end up here.
You're
so-
quite
Yeah, my
spry
hair
and-
is short.
You know, you're quite spry and supple. I mean, look at those hamstrings. Wow.
What
Are you coming
exactly
on to
do
me?
you want?
There is a great treasure there.
I need you to go down into this
If
cave
you are
for me.
willing to take the risk, only I know its whereabouts. But alas.
And then I want you to go to McDonald's and pick me a double-decker. And also a hot dog. Don't let them tell you it doesn't exist anymore. I want a McDonald's hot dog.
Riches enough to buy a pardon for your crimes.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
McDonald's hot dog? What?
Actually, it does still exist, I think, in Canada.
I stand corrected.
The old stallion said, igniting his magic to
Well, maybe I stand corrected. I'm
I'm gonna
not.
have to go boil my brain so I forget about this.
Really? That's how easy it is
See,
to
here's
get
the
out
thing,
of
though.
here?
I don't
No wonder
believe
there's so
it.
much crime
People
in
who
Saudi
remember it said
Arabia.
it was actually pretty good.
As Shaladdin
Like, it was
followed
just
the
a sta- it was
stallion
just a
out
hot
of the
dog.
cell.
That's all it is.
Yeah, there really was nothing special about
It's
it.
just after
Other than the fact that it was in a
twilight,
McDonald's
Arabian police
styrofoam
opened up
carton.
the Cave of Rarity.
Twilight was there?
No, Pinkie. Twilight as in time of day. Wait. What are
This
you
gem
doing out of
cave
your
is gonna
corner?
be very
I came
delish.
to see if it's the genie.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, now I'm thinking about it, I would love to get a hot dog maybe with like Big Mac sauce on it.
We'll be in the story soon enough.
Me? Oh, what do you mean?
You're playing the part of the genie, aren't you?
Just because
Go
I
back
can
in the
break
Pinkie
fourth
corner.
wall and make lots of funny jokes, you just assume that I casted myself as
Mudbriar!
the
Make
genie.
make Mudbriar the genie!
Profiling. I expected better
I would
from
have
you.
loved Discord,
Well,
but
if you
I was
let me
my hopes
continue
were
the
dashed.
story, maybe
You know what?
we'll
No.
find out
You,
who's
you,
playing
if you're gonna
the
do a genie that's obviously a kind of a wild butt tag, do somebody completely mod. Do mod.
giant
Mod the
pony
genie.
exclaimed.
Yes.
The old stallion
You'll never have a
Discord
friend
mod genie
like
to get the
me.
passive aggressive pony genie witch
Me.
ranger.
My name is Shaladdin, and I have come seeking entrance to your vast treasure.
I know, darling.
My name is Shaladdin. I'm really good at shellacking.
Seek out mystical caves just to have a
Like
nice
you should-
I don't know.
And apparently I'm supposed to throw myself into your giant maw like it's a fetish?
You are a much better choice than the last stallion who
Important to be the
attempted
genie.
enter my cave.
What do you mean
He
attempt?
loves gobbling up potties.
What is this?
Guys, I realized I was muted when I found this, but apparently as of 07, there were some McDonald's hot dogs in
This monkey
Pennsylvania,
is my
and
best
by
friend.
2011,
If she doesn't
all
go,
12
I
locations had them.
Aw, how sweet.
Okay.
And Tokyo had them until 04, and then was reintroduced in 09, dubbed the Mc Hot Dog. So in Japan, you can go to McDonald's and get a hot dog for breakfast.
Okay.
Actually,
Better in
Hey.
Japan.
no, see
Oh,
now,
she likes
now
dying
that
for heart of gold, so she likes 24 carats then.
Yeah, exactly.
now all this discussion has made me think of is that I want to do this I want to do hot dogs and eggs for
As he
breakfast.
approached, the old stallion called out to him.
I've had worse things for breakfast.
Technically, that's just like sausage. It's like sausage, links, and eggs. So yeah, I kind of see that.
And began the descent into the cave.
Wait, how is that a fair deal?
I'm
We were
sorry, a
just
past
warned
image
moments
just
ago
came
not
back
to
to
touch
mind,
nothing
and I
else, and
thought,
this old
oh
stallion
no.
here wants the one thing we can?
But
How is this not alarming to you?
Yeah, you worry too much, Pool. We'll be fine.
Once Shaladdin in a pool.
by the way, I do realize there's actually an obvious candidate to put to make as the genie that's not Pinkie.
Listen to the monkey, moron.
What,
What,
cheese
cheese sandwich?
In, as the pair both wandered in silence. How
And then
was
who
it
do we have as
possible
the
to
rock?
find an instrument of destiny in these mountains of gold and jewels?
Fluttershy?
It certainly didn't help that they weren't allowed to
No, that's a
touch
doormat.
anything.
Yeah, I made reference here. And
Oh!
I already made that joke, so it's too late.
Oh!
You just touched that carpet thing. I thought we weren't allowed to do that down here.
Maybe this is the
Don't
instrument of
step on me,
destiny.
bud.
Oh,
I'll let you
well, I'm
anyways.
not exactly
God damn it!
an instrument. I'm more of a sort of.
Oh! Oh.
Backed away from the carpet in surprise.
Well, that's
falling
it.
onto
You
the
called
ground
it.
and nearly
It's
sprawled
amazing
on
how
the
mean-spirited these shows can
I'm
be.
sorry.
It's great.
I didn't mean to scare you.
Yeah.
Are you alright?
Walking all over
Don't
her.
scare me.
What else is
No,
new?
you just surprised me is all.
Please
I've
tread
never
on me.
seen talking carpet before. My name's
Step on
Shaladdin.
me, mommy.
What's yours?
Does say
I love it
welcome
when
on it.
I love it when you
Black
rub
carpet
it
to
in your
me.
No, I mean my name is Dormant. Oh, wait, who said that?
Oh, that's my friend. Cool.
Shaladdin said, turning to the side for
I mean,
Dormant
then
to see
again,
the
I mean,
monkey on his back.
the magic carpet never really had a voice or lines previously. Like,
No, it
I,
didn't.
I don't think in any version of the
Would you
story.
like to come with us?
No.
No,
It
but
just
sassy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it-
just super
it-
sassy with the
I
movements.
think I know where that
yeah,
is.
it was basically a mime
Get
with
there.
its sassness.
It's kind of hard to mime with still
You
images,
see some
though.
flies there, right?
Yeah.
It could have spoken in like text cards.
I stand corrected.
Yeah.
That actually.
Or the narrator going for
Or
it.
the old
Face
black and
palm
white
from
timely
Shaladdin's
cards,
back.
like
How
something
about
happens
you get
and the
us as
text
close
comes
as
up.
you can, and we'll figure it out.
Actually, could you imagine if it just hold up place cards that were smileys?
Shaladdin to settle on top of her. She
And
levitated
then
herself
pops
off the
down
ground
and
slowly
angry
and
emojis.
flew off
Yeah,
in the
pretty
direction of their
much.
prize.
It's just little
After
emojis
a
there.
long cautionary flight, mere inches off the ground, they arrived in a separate section of the cave where large stone steps led to a glowing pedestal
That-
above.
Well,
Okay, I'm sorry, but it's.
Wait, if we're underground and
Does
it's
anybody else notice how off
How is
how
that
off the left
pedestal
side of
lit
that image of the
Come on,
back of the welcome
Let's
is?
just get this instrument. of
I'm
death
trying not to
and
think
get
about
out
it
of
too
here.
much.
Shaladdin said,
Neither am I.
descending the stone steps with a
It's
clear
fine.
Once they reached the
It
top,
just
Shaladdin
mostly for it just
paused in
stuck out to me. I'm
surprise.
like, what?
The instrument of destiny is a tuba.
Of course. Of
It's a
course
pinky
it's a
tuba.
Before Shaladdin could say another word, the tuba began to shake and move on its own. From somewhere within, a pink cloud of smoke burst forth, carrying with it a magical genie.
ta-da!
So, you are the genie after all.
Duh. I'm like the perfect
At
pony
least
for
it's
this
not
role.
our
He's
saxophone.
any discord,
Beautiful.
but he's still in trouble.
And you gave me all that grief for nothing.
Well, I never said I wasn't gonna play the part.
Wait, why is
Oh,
this
wait.
one?
No
Girls
wonder
came out
it is a
before
royal
that.
discord.
I think this might have been like after Discord tells when he messed up, did a messing around thing.
Yeah, I
No.
think he did.
Oh. Oops.
Mhm.
My bad. I'm
Yeah,
just
coming
waiting
back
until
now.
you did that then.
The genie said, disappearing back inside the tuba. Shaladdin looked at the pool, and then back at the tuba, before pressing his lips to the mouthpiece and giving a mighty blow.
Shaladdin, I'm so happy you released me from my
Stop blowing Pinkie Pie, man.
How do you know my name?
How can you not? She
Magical
gives the best
intuition, of
blowjobs.
course. It has nothing to do with the walls or the number 4. Anywho, though, you're probably wondering who I am.
You're a genie?
How did you know? Was it the narrator? Did she spoil it for
Whatever
you?
you do,
Don't blame
I'm an
me.
all magical crackpot. How do you think I do know this
You
crap?
just said it yourself a couple seconds ago.
She read ahead of the script.
Oh, that's right. Well, here I am, the genie of the instrument of destiny, otherwise known as a tuba. It's a pun, you see, but that's not the best part. I'm a wish-granting genie, and you get 3 wishes. Wait, what is that?
The genie asked. She disappeared momentarily, only to reappear again next to a pile of treasure that included a large, sparkling sapphire. The genie said, reaching out
Great,
at
she
her.
killed them all. The end.
A pool cautioned, but she was a second too late. The genie picked up the sapphire and admired it in the torchlight.
How dare you! My one rule was not to touch my treasure! But it was so shiny and I couldn't help myself. Oh my, look! The entrance to the cave. It's closing.
Run!
Shaladdin
So it
called,
actually does
using
change
his magic
text.
to carry the
Huh.
Why
sapphire
is it
as he
changing
did so.
text?
A pool
Why
don't
is it
know.
changing text?
Panic?
Excuse me.
aimlessly as they ran.
Why not?
Fluttered. I love puns.
He's a magic
Unfortunately,
carpet.
by the time they had reached the
Um,
base of the stone steps,
Actually, that
the
makes
cave of
sense.
Brony had
If
already
it's a
closed
magic
her mouth
carpet and
and
can fly,
descended
why
back
can't
into
it
the sand.
have something
Looking
written on
around
it?
them, Shaladdin realized the caverns
Also-
of vast treasure had all disappeared, leaving nothing but long, empty chasms. He and his friends were stranded hundreds of feet below the surface.
Well, that's just great. How in the hay are we supposed to get out of here?
Oh, I know.
You
Dormat
got
will
them
fly
into
us
this
out.
mess, Pinkie. You give them a free wish.
That high. Oh yeah, I forgot you had a height problem. Maybe I should feed you a tiger. What? Nothing.
Well, I do have 3 wishes. Maybe I can just wish us out.
Or, use your unicorn magic, which is always conveniently forgotten.
Oh, right.
Shaladdin said with a smile. He ignited his horn, and in a flash of light, he and his friends appeared on the outskirts of Saddle Arabia.
What? But I'm supposed to have magical wicked powers
What
and
does
save
he
the
need a
day.
genie for?
Light your horn and poof, like that? What's the point of having a genie? What's the point of having a magical talking doormat that can fly but doesn't want to? And what happened to my song? I'm supposed to get a song. Now be a good little poor pony and wish your
Exactly.
prince that you were the princess.
Shaladdin, the pool, and Doormat stared at the genie unblinking, unsure what to say.
Okay. I wish it was a prince.
Do it! Do it now!
Exclaimed,
We all know how this goes, so do it before I get pissed.
and conjured a great cloud of pink smoke. When it cleared, Shaladdin could see his appearance was drastically
You give me a wish or I'll
reflect
give
that
you
of Saddle
or
Arabian
I'll poop
royalty.
you to the damn
Although
sun.
he wasn't a fan of the pink-centric colour scheme, Shaladdin beamed from ear to ear.
What in the heck did you do to me?
Shaladdin turned around to see his simple...
Oh, God!
was no longer a monkey. Instead, she had a purple scaly body with a stubby pointed
She's
tail
fine,
and
oh
green
God!
spikes.
I feel like I'm gonna be abused
I
forever.
don't know why I'm confusing the two. Oh
Turned me
God!
into Spike?
Shaladdin's a prince now. He needs something cooler than a monkey for a pet, don't you think? What's more princely than a dragon? I think you're adorable. Maybe next time you won't suggest some pony use magic to upstage the only magical pony in this story.
Oh, wow, the
Is that
vindictiveness.
what this is about? I'm just pointing out the obvious, because some pony tells the stories of these giant cocktails that don't make a living say it. You only cast yourself with the genius so you can steal a show, didn't you?
You following
You're
me?
so petty.
Genie, come here. What? You're dragging this out longer than it needs to be.
No wonder this is an hour long.
On.
Mm-hmm.
And you're turning a pool back into a monkey.
Aw, do I have to?
She's just
Genie.
having no time.
Fine.
Sombra,
The princess called, storming down the palace corridor towards him.
I just spoke to the royal guard, and they informed me that you personally escorted the prisoner from his cell. What have you done with him?
Your Highness, it is my duty to uphold the peace in Saddle Arabia. I merely carried out the stallion's sentence.
Sentence?
Yes, you see, the stallion was...
Swallow. You executed.
Giant pony head in the middle of nowhere.
just
Should
princess.
be ashamed.
What? You were there. You saw him get eaten.
Brago started.
He was swallowed by a giant head. That's his sentence.
The parrot's mouth
Really?
shut.
I must
Okay,
say
I'll be
that
back in a
informed me
second.
that the stallion
Oh,
was...
so really, that just sounds like a standard D&D thing to happen.
I don't
Whenever
Mhm.
the players decide to explain things to
I
NPCs.
merely enforced
Well,
We
you gotta
can't go cheating
remember,
without buying
you could
laws
factor
because
in
the
a lot of
princess
movies
felt
into a
bad for the
D&D
sweet
campaign.
urge.
For example, Rodeo Rado, the combination of the greatest one and not 20 you will ever see in a movie.
A tragic yet necessary part of Saddle Arabia's
And
prosperity.
yes, I did steal that reference.
Besides, you have far more things to worry your pretty little head about.
Mm.
Like your lineage.
Abusing your power.
He's
so
right, my daughter.
Of course.
Sultan said,
politics.
entering the throne room with his escort of palace guards. His ears were matted against his head.
I have promised the ponies a decision will be made before tomorrow at sunset.
But father, every stallion asking for my hoof were all egotistical brutes only after the throne. How could you expect me to choose one of them to wed?
With all due respect, princess, we cannot simply wait around for some pony to burst into the palace and declare they have found your true love.
Now that's just asking to be jinxed.
The palace doors burst open, and a strange pink pony pushed a large cannon into view,
This dog is
aimed
coming
directly
very
at
one
the
of them.
Saddle Arabian throne.
Told you.
Your Royal Majesty and creepy advisor stallion and annoying talking pigeon.
Hey,
May I present to you Princess Jaden's true love?
The pink pony said, igniting the cannon which promptly exploded into an array of balloons, confetti, streamers, and a regal stallion standing atop a magic flying doormat. The stallion soared across the room, his doormat screaming the entire way.
My oh my, who is this?
The Sultan explained, taken in by the flashy entrance.
There's
hey,
perks,
that's Shaladdin
you know.
kid. He must have found the genie and gotten out.
Hush, I must learn who this Shaladdin is.
Are you kidding me? You don't see the resemblance? It's Shaladdin. Look, I can see monkey's tail coming out of it.
Give it up, cousin. You'll never win.
Your Majesty, my name is Prince Shining Armor, and I have come to request the hoof of your lovely Princess Jadis.
You certainly know how to make an appearance, young prince. Come, meet my daughter, the rarest and most beautiful flower in all of Saddle Arabia.
Shaladdin bowed before Jadis and kept his eyes locked on hers. She looked so different from the runaway he had met on the street, but her striking eyes remained as hypnotizing as he remembered. Shaladdin was frozen in place, unable to summon the right words to greet her, in fear of her rejection.
Princess, you are indeed quite lovely. I wish I knew what to say.
Having unwittingly used his second wish, Genie poofed to a tiny floating version of herself and told him the next line to say.
I have traveled a great distance and faced many obstacles to ask you this one question. Will you marry me?
If you think I can be won over by an exuberant entrant like that, then you are a fool. Unlike my father, I am far from impressed, Prince Shining Armor, and I refuse to remain in the company of those who betrayed my marriage like wares in a marketplace.
Princess Jadis exclaimed, taking off in flight back to her chambers in a huff.
Well, there goes one of the only good cannon ships.
Hours later, in the courtyard below Princess Jadis' balcony,
That was not subtle
Shaladdin was
by you.
pacing back and forth. He was worried that he ruined his first.
Actually, what I'm wondering is, if he wished for for what to say, how in the world did he say something so
What am I
wrong?
going to do? She'll never give me a chance now.
Wait, am I the only one that had a comment on the canon ship?
Well, I don't know. It seems like just an obvious throw out line to me.
I don't think she was
She
too
introduced
keen
him with
on
a
the
cannon.
engaged thing you had going on.
Yeah.
I stand corrected.
Excuse me, little Miss
You gotta remember, this isn't the same man that did potty cannon.
Actually, I wasn't around for that. I was busy getting a cup of wine with a little bit of flavoring in order to make it palatable.
You have a genie that makes balloon animals.
Maybe if I go up there, just explain how I feel, she might not hate me.
Got you covered.
Genie said, magicking a giant heart-shaped hot air balloon with a picture of Shaladdin and Jadis kissing plastered on its side.
I don't think I'll be needing your help for this.
Subtlety! For the love of God, subtlety!
Magic isn't great.
Subtlety
It's
is not in
just
this
that,
genie's vocabulary.
Doormat here said she
Pinkie
really
doesn't
wants to help me out.
understand subtlety.
I do?
Of course you do. After all, every pony has to conquer their fears eventually, right? All you have to do is fly me up to the balcony. I'll do the rest.
Oh, okay. I'll do it. Aw, really? But look, it even says shipment's approved.
I'll tell you what, I'll use Doormat's help this time. And then when the princess is in love with me, I'll use my last wish to set you free.
What?
Really? Does that mean I can go anywhere and use my magic for anything I want?
Now let's just think about that a little bit, Shaladdin. I'm not sure the world can handle Genie's unique style of magic.
Nah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Shaladdin said, standing atop doormat and guiding her flight to the balcony above. Princess Jadis had shut herself in her chamber since the display in the throne room.
God, that's
Her
creepy.
faithful pet, Ranger the Tiger, was close at home, wishing there was
Ew,
something.
anybody get like a fruit stripe gum vibe out of
I'm
nowhere?
expecting a decision tomorrow.
What would you do to that poor pony thing?
I can't marry one of those brutes and allow my father's throne to be misused for personal gain.
Ranger suddenly
I
leapt to her
expected
paws
awful.
and growled lowly in the
Yeah, I was
direction of the
expecting
balcony.
Opal.
What is it? Who's there?
Jadis wondered aloud. She crossed the room
I
and
mean, would be
opened the
better.
doors leading outside,
The
with Ranger
rainbow
following
tiger and
close
the rug
behind.
thing.
Standing alone on the balcony was Prince Shining Armor with an apologetic grin on his face.
Hello again, Princess. Please forgive my intrusion.
Shaladdin was cut off when Ranger pounced, claws swiping at the intruder.
Ranger, no. Let me handle this.
Sick of Rainbow.
As in Rainbow? She's the tiger too?
We ran out of the budget. Do you know how much it costs to turn you into a monkey or rear it into a giant tucking head?
Wait, Princess, please, let me explain. I'm very
You think
sorry
Rarity's ego
I
would be
gave you
enough for the
wrong
giant
first
talking
impression
head?
earlier. I was so nervous to talk to you that I stumbled on my
Makes sense.
words.
That didn't seem like a stumble to me. It seemed like a proposal.
Believe me, Princess, even I don't know what I was thinking. I only wanted to say the right thing, and it got a little out of hand. Please, give me another chance.
Though she wanted to turn the stallion away, there was something strangely familiar about this prince. She nodded her head curtly, much to Ranger's dismay.
Aww, she's so beautiful.
What is that?
Oh, this is Doormat.
Oh, I don't know.
She's a magical flying and talking carpet who just so happens to enjoy animals and hate heights.
A magical what?
Here, let me show you.
You want me to stand on a magical talking carpet and fly off this balcony? You're right. My first impression of you wasn't correct. You're not a selfish, egotistical
My
brute.
reaction
You're
exactly.
just insane.
Don't tell me you're afraid.
Afraid? Why would I be afraid? I have wings. I can fly perfectly well on my own.
This can't be the worst challenge you've faced.
At the mention of those words, Jadance was reminded of what the poor stallion in the marketplace had said. She gave the prince a closer look, seeing the resemblance in his coat and mane, and ventured to guess that this was indeed the Shaladdin she had feared was long gone.
All right, I'll go.
Shaladdin smiled
Now you
and
finally
helped her
see
onto
it.
Doormat before the three of them flew from the balcony into the night sky. There's
5 seconds
magical
later, the
about
carpet
flying
fell
Doormat
apart.
rides over a moonlit city. In the span of a few minutes, her mind and her heart was changed about Shaladdin, and she embraced feelings of oddly placed romance. Holding each other close, Shaladdin and Jaden sang the woes of the lives they had led, and the bright future they could foresee together. As their
Unfortunately, the
love blossomed,
depression set in, and they
Shaladdin
okay. I
begged
can't.
everyone
I
to tell
gotta stop
Jaden
with the
the
dumb
truth
jokes.
about who he really was. But fearing he may lose her, he decided instead to hold his tongue. After their magical flight around the city, Doormat returned the happy couple to the princess's balcony, grateful to be on solid ground again. Before it was time to leave,
Also grateful that they didn't try to irk Disney's ire by singing the song.
The decision I was
You all
forced
know
to
it.
make, and now I find myself rejoicing in it.
The lawyers
must
would be
find
on
my
the
father
faster
right
that
away.
Pinkie finds
Jaden said,
Marty can't
taking
go
off
wrong.
from the balcony in flight with the brightest smile on her face. Moments later, Genie in a pool joined Shaladdin on the balcony.
You did it! Oh, look at you. I bet your heart is all flurry. Get it?
Oh.
Very funny.
She's the pony of my dreams, Genie, and I could never have done this without you.
Damn it,
I
Pinkie.
have so many plans for my magic now that I'm gonna be free. I can throw the biggest party in pony history and invite everyone. Well, I don't know about the narrators. They don't really seem like the party type. Maybe I can just make things canon. Like Princess Big Mac. Wouldn't he make the most amazing princess ever?
Genie, wait.
What is it?
I'm not so sure I can keep up this charade on my own. Jaden still thinks I'm a prince, and the only thing I have to my name is a fancy title and some nice clothes. If I can't convince the princess that I'm royalty, I don't have a chance.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I might need to hang on to my third wish. For now.
But I thought you can't.
Well, even I think that's cold. Apple said, Doormat agreeing with a soft nod.
Oh, come on, guys. You can't blame me for being worried. I don't want to lose her.
How does a rug nod?
You need me, master.
And
It's like a
fold.
tuba. And if it sounds like I'm crying, I'm not. I'm just fine-tuning the instrument. So there. I
And then
knew
open the
it
spit valve. I'm sure tears will come out.
Even though you have no idea what a pinky is.
Disappearing back into the tuba in a huff.
Looks like you're out of luck, Prince Shining. Or should I say, Shaladdin?
Whoa.
Dark voice said
You missed a
something
whole
about
middle
Shaladdin.
part there.
In a flash of
Yeah, it was a chunk missing somewhere.
To the throne room of the
I'm
palace.
sorry, just
His
in the
fine
back
words
there,
had
just
become mags again,
look how
and his friends Dormouse
look how
and Pinkie
evilly
were
happy he is
restrained
to have
by
put
the
this
Southern
anvil
Arabian
down
guard.
on a carpet.
Stop squirming.
I am the true winner
The
here.
guard said, trying to hold Ranger still.
Must get off on torturing rugs.
Wait, what?
Rago chimed in, looking from the guard to the tiger and back.
None of this makes a lick of sense anymore.
Even the parrot realizes
Shaladdin's
something is
tuba
weird.
was pried from his hooves, and he was detained by the remaining castle guard. Sombra held
that
the
is-
tuba up in the moonlight with his magic,
That
and
parrot
gave a
is so
mighty
confused,
cackle
and
of
so
joy.
am I.
So are we all.
At
It's a double
last,
rainbow.
the instrument of destiny is mine. You bring me the Sultan and the princess, and you detain the boy. The last thing I need is for some pony to decide to be stupid and heroic.
The Saddle Arabian guard didn't hesitate and carried out Sombra's wishes. As they did so, Sombra blew into the tuba mouthpiece, summoning the genie. A great flash of light and smoke appeared from within, but rather than the genie, a large sign hovered in the air in her place.
We're sorry. The genie you were trying to reach is unavailable at this time due to Shaladdin being a big fat meaty. If you are here to apologize, blow the tuba once. If you are evil and trying to take over the world, blow in the tuba twice. Thank you.
Enough of this. Genie, I am Sandra, your new master, and I demand you appear before me to grant me my wishes.
Does that mean you wish to see
Pinkie
me out there?
voicemail.
Yes. Wait, no.
That's one wish too.
I am a master of
Oh crap! She's going evil genie on us.
To outsmart the big bad. Wait, what did you say your
Appropriate
name
time
was?
for her to do that, so
Sombrero?
she can bring her unholy wrath upon
Enough.
us.
I am the master here, and you will do as I say.
The palace guards returned with the Sultan and the princess, both of whom protested angrily, but were unable to sway the guards' objective.
There is no use, your majesty. Your stallions answer only to me now.
What about my mares?
A simple brainwashing curse.
Yes,
Their
what about my
feeble minds
mares?
were mine to
Oh, my
control.
sex dungeon.
No! Sombra, you traitor! Yeah, isn't it weird that the bad guy already has magic to do
Well,
stuff
he
like that,
crystallified their
and yet
horns.
still thinks he needs a genie to take over?
Genie, for my first wish,
Second wish.
I wish to be the Sultan of all of Southern Arabia.
Okay.
Sombra and all the ponies in the room waited in anticipation of a large display of magic that never came.
Well,
She's just
It's
nitpicking
done.
at this point.
What, do you want a
Pointing out the
parade
obvious.
and a lavish musical number? Because we didn't have time to do that for the good guy. What makes you think you're gonna get it?
I mean,
What? You're Sultan. What do you want?
Shaladdin shouted, struggling against the
You want to
guards.
be? You want to a press business suit or something?
little Shaladdin.
It's like
I had almost forgotten. Your charade ends at last, my naive little friend. Did you really believe I wouldn't recognize you when you came parading back to Saddle Arabia?
You
You already have the outfit. That wish was
What must the
pointless.
princess think of you now? Now that she knows you are nothing more than a street rat plucked from the marketplace and conned into getting me the tool I need to take over her father's throne.
I already knew who he was.
Wait, what?
You don't think I could forget you this quickly, do you, Shaladdin? Once I saw you on my balcony, I recognized you. I knew you were only pretending to be a prince to bypass the law of my father.
Smart girl. Don't see many of those in the older Disney movies, do ya?
It doesn't There's only one way to get rid of a meddlesome fool like you, Shaladdin. Prepare to face the most powerful ruler in all of Saddle Arabia!
Sombra ignited his horn and stamped his hooves on the ground, causing it to quake. Every pony, including the guards, lost their balance, giving Shaladdin the opportunity to escape. He raced towards the princess, only to be thrown in the opposite direction
Whoa!
by a great scaly tail that appeared between them.
That voice.
Shaladdin, no!
Is Is he a giant alligator? A giant baby alligator.
That's it. I quit. Did that guy turn into Gummy?
Gummies on
Please.
steroids.
He's not gummy. He's got teeth. See? Really sharp ones, too. Shaladdin's doomed. Popcorn?
Sombra
Shaladdin's gonna die from this. Here, have some popcorn.
Continued attempts, but knew eventually fatigue would spell his doom.
I don't know about you, but I'm betting on the alligator.
Brago said, joining Jeannie and snacking on the buttery treat she had conjured.
Brago, you too?
Way I see it, cuz, if you can't beat him, join
Just gotta
him.
get gobbled
Ain't I
up.
supposed to be evil anyway?
Oh god.
Yeah,
there's a
till the
fetish for that.
sequel when you get redeemed for no other reason other than they wanted to keep Gilbert Gottfried around.
Makes sense.
We can't even make a joke like that.
Your wits and magic can never exceed my own.
Not true, Sombra. You are forgetting one crucial thing. Genie has more power than you will ever
That's
have.
true.
Once I get my boots on that tuba and wish for the powers of a genie, I will defeat you.
Don't just go shouting your plan, Shaladdin.
Trust me.
You do have a point, but I'm afraid you shall never have that chance, fool, for it is I who will use my final wish to become an all-powerful genie.
After I kill you first.
One of the dumbest things Jafar ever did, but he was power tripping, so I can't blame him.
I
got
wish
strong
for
enough
you
to
to
Yeah,
make
I mean,
me into an all-powerful genie.
He's an idiot for this, but yeah, he,
He knew that first
I mean, all he had to
one
do was
was
basically like,
an
oh,
official
that's a good
wish.
idea, snap
Oh,
neck.
Sonic Pinkie, just do it.
Yeah.
Brago said, seeing the way her
Well,
face
even then,
flushed
he would have been shot into the thing. But yeah, Aladdin would have died still. But
and
yeah.
the room flashed with a burst
Well,
of magic.
you know what I mean. He got
Transforming
jumped on
Sombra
top of
elevator
way too
into a
quickly.
menacing genie with eyes that
Well,
glowed
yeah, of
and
course. When you
had great
drunk
plumes of
power
black
is
smoke.
the funnest kind of power, man.
Feel the power.
Says the man who is the controller of all we see in here.
Why do you think I've been here for 400 episodes? I'm drunk on power and I can't get rid of it.
He got it all figured out.
Shaladdin
Yeah.
rushed across the room while Sombra was distracted.
Well,
throwing
here's
black
the thing
smoke
though.
to
You've
its
been
Uh,
in but it's-
Wait, whoa.
smoking hat.
You get it?
Really?
Now he
The Sombra helmet, Sombra hat for a lamp.
Sombra the
Well,
sombrero.
Yeah.
You have all that.
Well,
But you
remember,
can't use
Pinkie
it
has a
as
tuba.
genie.
Why
You
is Pinkie
bound
in a
to follow
tuba?
the whims of a master. Whichever master dares wear
It
this,
just works.
hat.
Howard,
First
we
and
do not
only
need
wish.
you and your
I
puppetry
wish
in
for you
this
to banish
episode.
yourself from all pony kind, somewhere far away, where no pony nor creature will ever find you again.
Sombra growled in protest, but his magic ignited, and with a resounding boom, he disappeared, taking the strange hat prison with him.
See,
Actually, that's a lot more
the
vicious.
original story should
Yep.
have ended. Would have saved everyone the
And
headache
he
of a
eliminated the
sequel.
possibility of
Sorry,
a sequel
Briago.
of
Guess
this.
that means you don't get
You,
redeemed.
you gotta have sequels. Come on.
Let's talk about this.
Well, in fairness,
I was
the sequel
Wow,
to
that's-
Aladdin was actually a
Actually, I got it. That is vicious. Just like, you know what, Iago? I don't like you so much. I'm going to rewrite the story just to make sure you don't get redeemed.
We are kin after all.
I'm
That's a
sorry.
dick move.
Do I know you?
Ooh, burn.
Shaladdin reared on his hind legs and aimed a spell towards Brago, who screamed in protest.
All right, I'm going. I'd rather be a Western pony stereotype than a bird anyway.
Brago said, fleeing from Shaladdin and his
Well, you
friends
got to
in a
give him a
hurry.
little bit of credit. I mean, all he did was talk. He
Higgins
didn't really do
cried in
anything.
relief, running into
Also, he
Shaladdin's
was
arms.
abused by Jafar, so...
Disaster. An absolute catastrophe. To think all these years I trusted him to. Why, Jaden's my dear.
Oh.
Have you finally decided on a suitor?
But, Your Majesty, I lied. Not of royal blood.
Father, please. If you want me to be happy, abolish your law and let us be together.
He's already touching my ass.
You have proven
He's already done things anyway, and I'm pretty sure I'm pregnant.
I would not have asked for some
Might as well do it.
I'm not clingy.
and bring for a lifetime of
Also,
happiness.
I still...
Consider the law
Nothing you can do about about it, Dad.
The two lovers rejoiced.
Also,
and
I
licked their lips in a
still do
romantic
not believe
kiss.
that they did
Well,
not
she realized
have
that
any
Silver Spark is
sort of
not
relationship
going to live forever.
if all
And
that
so is the
coffin
princess,
ride.
so there's really no need
Good
for an
riddance
heir.
to that law.
What is it with you fourth wall breakers and interrupting the love scene?
Shaladdin nuzzled Jadence, but pulled away
Nuzzled.
with a small grin.
There's just one thing left to do. Genie, I use my third wish, and I wish you free.
Genie let out a mighty cheer and ignited a slew of party cannons.
We're
in
going to
celebration
die.
before bouncing off the walls.
No, we're just gonna. We're not gonna die yet. It'll be about 3 days of solid party, and then, you know, just as the Carmo dance and song comes on, we're just gonna face plant onto the floor.
She's gonna kill everybody by supplying endless amounts of alcohol.
I'm so glad I finally get to
people
sleep.
being up day and night.
Alright, so we're gonna pause that real fast so we can switch up the images here and give Creature a 5-second break to know to switch. Because I love him and I don't want him to consider coming after me with angry pitchforks and fire.
I would supply both.